This is Moonheart Readings. Welcome to my channel. I've worn my favorite color for you today. So today, the reading is, again, it's going to be very, very specific. So I'm pinpointing a very particular storyline. The chances of this actually applying to you are very, very small. And you'll know if it's you. So it's basically part 2 of the last reading I put out, which, you know, hasn't had many views because I know I did say at the start that it was a very particular masculine I was channeling. And so this is hopefully part 2 and the final reading to do with the storyline, because I would like to channel, you know, a bigger audience, but, you know, I have to maintain my integrity. So if the message needs to get out there, even if just one person needs it right now, that is, then I'm going to do it. And, you know, who knows, in a year's time, it might pop up in somebody else's feed who needs it, okay? So what I saw last night was a feminine. I'm getting Stephanie. The name Stephanie keeps coming up, so that may or may not resonate with you. I'm getting a feminine who, energetically speaking, I feel it's more energy rather than in the actual 3D sense. I don't think it's a conscious thing she's doing, but energetically speaking, she's been left high and dry by a masculine, and I see her, I was shown her trying to hold on to a throne, but the thing is, the throne actually belongs to somebody else. It's very, very specifically designed for somebody else, and it is somebody else's storyline. And this feminine, I saw her grabbing, refusing to let go of this throne, and sort of being kindly escorted away in a spirit plane from this throne. And she was trying to basically bring the throne with her. She's like, I'll bring the damn throne with me. You're not getting rid of me. And, you know, she's, well, what I was basically told was she's now sitting on, the throne is still intact, and it still, you know, belongs to who it's meant to belong to. But this feminine is now sitting on not so much a throne, but a salty chair, is how they worded it. They have quite a sense of humor sometimes, the way they deliver their messages. She's sitting in a salty chair. But the thing is, I mean, there's two things. So the thing is, that particular throne belongs to somebody else, because this masculine belongs, his heart belongs to somebody else. And that's non-negotiable. But, I mean, everything happens for a reason. So the reason she has called forth this experience, or her soul, obviously her consciousness really is very unhappy with the whole thing, but her soul has called forth this experience because what I was told was that she needs to experience stillness and solitude in peace. So what I was shown is that, you know, she's a real party animal. She loves to party. She loves to be surrounded by people. She loves noise, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But it's about finding the balance. So you really do need to find a way to also be comfortable with your own company. That's so important. And I just found myself kind of connecting it to the story of Michael Collins, who's kind of like the unsung hero of, you know, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, I think it is, while they were walking the moon, you know, for 21 hours, and Michael Collins was the pilot. He actually piloted the spacecraft that went there, and he was orbiting the moon while they were on it. He was on his own, and, you know, when he was actually on the dark side of the moon, they called him the loneliest man in the universe, because for about 43 minutes, he completely lost radio contact with the Earth. So he literally was not connected to a single soul in the universe for those 43 minutes. And, you know, you would think that he was extremely lonely and scared during that time, but he actually recounted a very different experience. You know, he said, my gosh, like looking at the Earth, you know, having a, you know, fast shot of the Earth and a close-up of the moon. He was just overawed by the wonder of our universe and humbled by it. And he had, you know, so many epiphanies. Now, I'm not saying that anybody who's been left high and dry by somebody, or, you know, who's had their heart broken needs to jump in a spacecraft and, you know, travel to the least explored part of the moon. That's not what I'm saying. But, you know, you can go on an inner journey. And sometimes you're forced to. They're called growing pains for a reason, right? It's like, you know, when I still remember my youngest in particular, you know, crying at night because, you know, the growing pains when his legs were having a stretch. I always say this, you know, what happens to the body, it tends to happen to the soul as well. So, you know, growing pains are called growing pains for a reason. It's not an enjoyable experience, but it's worth it. You know, if you kind of go on an inner journey and excavate, there are so many treasures to be found. You know, skeletons too, but, you know, don't let them deter you. It's all worth it. So yeah, look, what I was basically told is that this particular feminine, yeah, she had to learn that if you're going to have a genuine love story with somebody else, you first have to have a love story with yourself. And what the masculine needed to learn, so they were kind of soulmates in it. They called each other to learn this from each other. That's what a soulmate is. You know, what he needed to learn was, you know, there's a beautiful Fleetwood Mac lyric, which I love. It's love is an angel disguised as lust. But the reverse is also true, can, you know, also be true. Sometimes lust does such a great job of masquerading as love. And what this man needed to learn was that, you know, lust and physical passion is not love. You know, not to say that love is devoid of that, but you need to have the heart chakra connected as well, not just the sacral. So this is something I was talking about a few readings ago. And that's actually her, by the way. Remember I told you a few readings ago that there was a feminine who's been left high, or who had a masculine who was thinking of leaving her? This is her. Yeah, so, and this is her storm. Look. Yeah, I'm not ready to, I wasn't ready to go yet, but my card's like, wait, this is her story. Yeah, she's going through a storm right now. And it is very, very sad. It's confronting, but it's necessary. Yeah. And her soul didn't call it the experience forth by accident. So, all right. I think that's all I have to say about that. I mean, hopefully at some point this will also resonate with more people as well. And look, you know, I think the message itself, even if the storyline is not your storyline, the message itself can apply to anyone. You know, it's so important to spend time with yourself and to learn to love that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get a message from each deck now. I have no idea who this message is for. It might be for this particular storyline. Oh, I do want to say one thing. I didn't want to forget. So I have also been told that it's not the feminine who's watching this video. She's not the one who's going to access this. It's the masculine, because it's that masculine that King of Pentacles that I've been channeling in quite a few readings now. So I feel like he feels quite guilty that he's led her on. They might possibly even have been engaged. I'm not sure. I did hear something about a ring, lots of gifts, you know, but anyway, I want him to not feel guilty first and foremost. So the feeling of guilt, the energy of guilt is actually one that lowers our vibration. Guilt and shame are, you know, some of the emotions that lower our vibration. So if he understands why this happened, I think that might help him. But also, if he could not necessarily show her this reading, but convey to her or try to help her out by understanding that there is a lesson for her to learn, and encourage her to, you know, use the time to find all the beauty within herself. Not in a patronizing way though, please. Okay. All right. So let's see what messages we have. I'm going to do, actually, we'll start with this one. This is the one I'm still not sure if I'm vibing with, but let's see. Okay. I was guided to pull it out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't want to be shuffled. 6. Someone's anxious. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Third eye awakening. Yeah. Okay. So third eye awakening, this is that masculine actually. Third eye awakening, I don't know if you can see it. It's not important that you do anyway. This is the one that I was talking about in the last reading as well, who's having a spiritual awakening and realizing that, you know, love is not sex, basically. Okay. All right. And we do have soothing mind and spirit underneath. So yeah, I suppose rejection is protection, as they say. So it has to hurt if it's to heal. Okay. Right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh gosh, you wanted to come out. Yeah, look. The cards are kind of ruling the show at the moment. So this is the strategy. I hadn't finished counting to 9, but they just flew out. Strategy and attachment. So this is that woman. Did I not tell you she was attaching herself to the chair? She didn't want to let go, and that's her strategy. She's like, no, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Yeah, but look, again, we have daughter spirit. This is my God card, as I always say. This is, you know, what's meant to happen. And we do have a love story here that, you know, she sort of tried to tie herself into, become entangled with, but you can't, because his heart belongs to somebody else. And this is my, so door to personal healing and happiness. This is my card of when your journey begins. So I won't go into my own personal story, but when I began my story of, I'm going to call it descent into hell, this is the card that I first pulled. And I'm going to be honest, I was like, oh yay, I'm going to be happy. The door's about to open. Little did I know that what this actually means is, that was about three or 4 years ago. What this means is you're about to start a journey, a long journey. It's not a quick one, okay? So she's just started her journey. And yeah, you do kind of have to dip sometimes into the depths of hell before you can come back again. But it's so worth it for who you come back as. Can we get another peek? Yeah, so this is my horses running away. Yeah. So, yeah, he has left her and it hurts. Yeah, look, I'm not lying. Look. Well, you know I'm not lying, but you know what I mean. Okay, so look at the direction of the horses. That was their relationship. He's gone in the other direction. Yeah, he's run away. But you will be okay. And I wish you all a lovely day, and I will see you soon.